Oh, guten Tag, my mes amis. Today on Board Games Everybody Should, I will be looking at this little box called King of Tokyo Power Up. Okay, this is an expansion for this super fantastic game. If you haven't seen my review of this super duper fantastic super game, you can check out my review by searching YouTube here and enjoy. But enough about that. Let's talk about what comes in this tiny little box and what it adds to the other game. So in the box you get one little instruction manual, one little panda bear with his panda card, a deck of cards, small square ones, which are your power-ups, a base for your panda, and a few little tokens. Okay, what does this all do to the game? Let's show you. At the start of the game of King of Tokyo, what you actually do is each monster will get a specific deck of cards depending on their monster, like these here. And they are all turned up face down or shuffled, and then whenever you roll, pardon, 3 hearts, you can take the top card of your deck of cards and use it as a power, like the ones that you buy in game. But they've got some characteristics to them. So, like for the Cyber Bunny, you've got the electric carrot, and the feet of rabbit, the rabbit feet, which makes you jump out of the way so you can avoid an attack, or the electric carrot, which just gives you an extra energy. Again, like for the king, it's you the king, so you get an extra victory point when you're in Tokyo, which is, yeah, it's okay. And for the new monster, the Pandaki Yai thing, you got Yin and Yang, which basically just swaps your dice over. So all in all, these cards are just extra powers in conjunction with the cards that you get in the game. And that's basically it. There are some variants on how you take the cards. You could take the cards like in a Seven Wonders way, where you get a deck, you take one card out and you pass it to the other players, and then same again and again, and you create a deck of your own specific cards. But apart from that, that's basically what the expansion is. So, summing up for King of Tokyo Power Up. It's a board game expansion that everybody should not get too excited about. Why do I say that? Now, there's 2 reasons why I say that. When I bought this, when it first came out, I thought, whoa, I love King of Tokyo. What can this add to make it even better? Nothing, I found. It didn't add anything. It added more randomness on top of randomness that was already there. And in regards to that randomness, I was disappointed that whenever someone would turn over a permanent power card, they would practically walk away with the game. And on a couple of chances that I've rolled those dice and got those 3 hearts, and I thought, yes, I'm pulling up a card, and I pull up a temporary power, and I lose. So I feel that the randomness of these cards sours my experience tremendously, because you can't seem to win if you don't get a permanent power card beforehand. But there is a variant where you can all start with 1 permanent power card, which is great. But it's a variant. It's not what the game was intended for. I only found this out later on. I read the instructions and I thought, okay, yeah, let's play it, and play it. And I was soured, and then it wasn't till later I thought, well, what variations of the game that they do, and they did that, and I was like, okay. Or the 7 Wonders, distribute a card, take a card, stuff. The other thing that disappointed me was what comes in this box for this price point was just 1 variant, which, as I said, is a bit disappointing. if you spend the same amount of money on a Carcassonne expansion, you get 3, 4, maybe 5 variants that you can add to the game, which makes it more worth the money. I didn't find the pennies were worth it, so I was very disappointed on that front. I was hoping that they would, with the extra monster, you'd be able to play 7 players, or if they'd included 2 monsters, that would have been better. And a variant for kind of like a wrestling tag team where you could pair up with another player and you take turns going in Tokyo and somehow, you know, have to fight off the other monsters but at the same time defend Tokyo while the other monsters. But no, didn't. So I can't recommend it that much. King of Tokyo, if I gave it a 10 out of 10 score, is a 10 out of 10. But when I play it with this, it knocks it back to about an 8 out of 10. So, unless they find a way to incorporate more into the game with this expansion and the cards that it has in another expansion, then I wouldn't get your hopes up too high about this. Sorry guys.